Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Part 24, The Sauce. I am your host, Mr. C, and I'm here to bring y'all all the good gossip, good news, sports entertainment, so forth and so on. I hope everyone has a beautiful Friday. It is Friday, so I know it's Turn Up Friday, so I know a lot of people are out and about tonight. Please be careful. Remember, COVID is still out there, so please mask up and be very, very careful uh, as you explore the evening. Before I get into tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about a couple of things tonight. Tonight, I'm bringing a lot of news from around the world, what's going on, as I say, in the world, entertainment, so forth and so on. Before I get started, I do want to please once again reiterate that, guys, whatever you do, please protect yourself. Protect yourself because the COVID virus is real, it's not a joke, and I hope that people aren't taking it for a joke because it isn't. Um, Tonight, I'm going to talk about a few things that is currently going on um, around the world, around town in Jacksonville, for show, and and sports and entertainment. We're going to start off. Y'all already know that I have to talk about Amazon. You know, Amazon is one of my main topics for the employees of Amazon, for all the associates of Amazon, um, any of them that want to listen, want some news that what Amazon is doing, including you guys as customers and retail buyers. I want you guys to get the inside scoop what Amazon is doing also. Now right now, Amazon, there is no really dirt on Amazon right now. Everything is being covered up. I assume so. I am definitely looking and digging and trying to find some of the juicy, saucy dirt that's out there, fights, whatever that may have occurred around town or any Amazon throughout the U.S. So I'm still looking and digging and got some people that is shooting me some info to see to let me know when something is definitely going down in the role of Amazon warehouse employees. But I want to share with you guys tonight some great news from Amazon. Actually, so Amazon is currently um, moving into the buy now, pay later um, aspect of its marketing. So what that means is, like a lot of other places that you shop from, you can buy the item now and just pay on it. Um, Amazon gonna start doing that also. In fact, they started today, Friday. They started today, August the 27th. They actually did a pilot, or if you want to call it a pilot, but they did it with a few customers from around the world, selected customers. I don't know who the customers are. I don't know if I was one of the customers. I didn't check and see, but they did that to to get the ball rolling. But they're definitely going to affect. They have teamed with a company that would be overseeing this project, overseeing the matter for as you purchasing the items or purchasing the item or items, and then paying on them in months thereafter. But people have to keep in mind and realize that it's not just um, you can get these items and don't pay for them. Now you gotta understand they give you this because it's the opportunity to not only market their brand a little more, make people want to buy more from Amazon, but it also can be sort of like an entrapment. So you probably say, "See, why would it be an entrapment?" Well, you got to understand when you do a buy now, pay later um, phase of purchasing something, you got to understand the interest that is tacked on to that. They give you like the 90 days. They give you like 90 days to, I believe, to uh, pay it off quick and fast, so you can pay it off and not have um, any interest tacked on per se to that item. But anything after that, you got to understand you're going to have a period of 12 months 18 months, 24 months, 36 months payment, but you got to think the interest is going to be tacked onto that. So be very mindful when you're doing this shopping and you're buying this stuff with the intention on paying on it and paying later. It's not all peaches and cream when you do that. So please be mindful about that. So Amazon is going into a buy now, pay later phase of its advertisement and marketing. So keep your eyes out for that. You haven't checked your Amazon profile or account and see if you was one of the pilot individuals, you may want to do that because I know that they did a lot of customers throughout the world. So you may have been one of those people that was chosen to take part in this pilot. Also, I know you guys see I'm wearing Carolina blue. I am not a Tar Heels fan, so let me make that perfectly clear. All you Tar Heel fans know I don't rep the Tar Heels. Somebody gave me this shirt. It's a nice shirt. It's dry fit, so I like how it feels on me. It's a nice color shirt. I just wear it, but I'm not a Tar Heel fan. So don't go, oh, Mr. C, a Tar Heel fan. Oh, he's on. Nah. I rep FLA and I rep them Seminoles, FSU, all day. That's all I rep. But I had this shirt on, so I wanted to continue to just come forth and do the show without having to go change clothes and all that. You already know that. But anyway, moving on. We're 6 minutes into the show, almost 7 minutes into the show now. And I want to talk about some local news. Oh, before I do that, let me back up a second. I am still doing my investigation on any recent news concerning the Kendrick Johnson case being reopened. So I am definitely looking into that. If anyone heard anything about it, I'm looking into it. I'm reading on it. I'm Googling. I'm trying to find some information. What's the latest on that case being reopened by the Justice Department? So I'm definitely looking into that. They're trying to see exactly what's transpiring as of right now with the Kendrick Johnson case being reopened. So I hope you guys are also following up on that. Please do. Don't forget to like, comment, share on the podcast because it does help us reach more people when you do that. The other podcast is still up from the other night. So guys, go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Check it out. Don't forget to like it and give us a thumbs up and share it. Share it. That does help me get the message out to other people as well. So moving forward, I think I'm gonna jump right into some world news before I get into the Duval news. I want to get into some world news. I like to talk about things around the country, not just here in Duval all through the show. But I want to get into something that I read that was bothering me. It bothered me because I read the article and I looked at it and man, and it was just eating at me. And you guys know I'm very big on talking about police brutality, police wrongdoing, because it's so much of it going on. And I'm going to talk about this every night I get opportunity to, because it need to be put out there. You need to hear about it. You need to know that this stuff is going on. If you don't hear about it, that's because it's not making national news. But I want you to rest assured that I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to let you know what's going on, whether it be, like I told you the other night about the situation in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm going to bring you all this. So tonight, I'm talking about New Jersey. Tonight, I'm talking about Newton, New Jersey. Now, you're probably saying, New Jersey, that's far. New Jersey, what's going on in New Jersey? Well, this is stuff that's transpired that didn't make national news, so you guys don't hear about it. So once I see it and I read about it and I see that it's still going on, I want to bring it to you and let you know that this did happen. So back on July 4th, 2021, in Newton, New Jersey, the police department there shot and killed a retired Black Army veteran. Let me say it again, just in case you didn't hear me. July 4th this year, the police in Newton, New Jersey, shot and killed a Black Army retired Army veteran. Now, I would not be doing you right by not discussing how this whole incident transpired. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how all this stuff unfolded. Remember, I'm just a lawyer getting the opening statements. You be the judge and the jury. Now, Galen Dale, a retired major in the Army, over 30 years in the Army, he was shot and killed after his wife called the police and said that they need to hurry up and get here because he was acting crazy. Now, upon arrival, when they got there, Mr. Dale was said to have had a gun in his hand, a Glock 21 in his hand. Now, Mr. Dale, from my understanding and reading, had PTSD. Those of you who know about PTSD, who may have family members who have had that, been diagnosed with that. Those of you who have been in the military, been diagnosed with that. You already know what PTSD does to an individual. And I want to talk about how these police officers handled this situation. Because when I finish, you're gonna understand why I'm feeling some type of way about this. So his wife calls them and tells them he was acting crazy, hurry up and get there. So the police gets there, and when they get there, they see Mr. Dale. Mr. Dale was in his car. They blocked Mr. Dale and asked Mr. Dale to get out of the vehicle. Mr. Dale got out of the vehicle, proceeded to go to the back seat, leaning in the back seat. Now, he allegedly grabbed something from the back seat. He had something in his hand. But later on, after everything was said and done, they did find the Glock 21 next to Mr. Dale. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand he had a gun and everything. But this is my problem with this whole situation. They shot and killed him without the attempt to unarm him without force, deadly force. And I'm going to show you why this is so disturbing to me. Well, earlier this year, and we're still talking about Newton, New Jersey Police Department. Early this year, in January, not so far along from Mr. Dale's situation, there was an older man, same thing in Newark Police Department. There was an older man, called the police himself, called the police and said he was suicidal. Older man called the police and told them that he was suicidal. Now, naturally, when a motherfucker say they suicidal, that means they ready to motherfucking go. Ain't no secret. They ready to do the damn thing. They want to bring the noise however they may bring it. But check this out, because I want to break this down to you, how all this went down. So when the police arrived, they arrived and found an elderly man named Edwin Green, 81 years old. Well, he's about 80 at that time. say 80, 81 years old. And when they got there, they noticed that he was in possession of a firearm, a 22. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've always been told that 22 is the most dangerous handgun they made because of the way the bullets travel when they hit the body, how it ricochets through the body. So this is what this old man had. Why this old man doing a 22 caliber gun? I don't know, but he had a 22. Now this is the crazy shit. I remember now, Mr. Dale, the retired Army major of 30 years, worked for the Department of Justice, worked for Department of Justice, everything. You can go deep in there. I'm gonna put the link in the comments below. The man worked for the Department of Justice. The man, 30 years in the military, retired. So now we're going to talk about Mr. Green with his old ass. So Mr. Green took it upon himself, the same police department. Understand something now. This is the same police department that shot and killed Mr. Dale. Now, Mr. Green took it upon himself to fire at the police. Now, this is what the report says. Mr. Green, 81-year-old man, fired twice at the police when they arrived. Now, when he shot at the police, he then got in his vehicle. Now, mind you now, Mr. Dale ain't do no shooting. He ain't do none of that shit. But they shot him. Now, Mr. Green got in his vehicle and fled after shooting at the police. Still, ain't nobody took a shot at this old man ass yet. He don't shot at y'all. Know what I'm saying? Now, allegedly, one of the officers was injured, I guess, from the car or whatever. But guess what? They still ain't fired at this motherfucker. They still ain't shoot at him. They still let him drive off. They let this man drive off. Find him in the park at the hospital. Gets him out the car. Puts him on the ground and arrests him and take him to jail. Now, people, if that ain't racism, what the fuck is it? If that ain't racism, what is it? You see, that's not even playing field. So I don't care what they say. We're not on the same playing field when it comes to the police. And if you think that we are, there's something's got to be wrong with you. I don't care what color you are, black, white, Oriental, Chinese, whatever. If you think that there's an even playing field between blacks and whites and the police, then something is wrong. Now, they say that Mr. Green's going to be charged with whatever. But we already know. The old man, 81. What they going to do? Stick him in the old folks' home, stick him in the crazy house? Because he ain't going to go to prison. We know this. I'm going to keep on top of this because I'm going to bring y'all back the results, the sauce, once I find out what they did with this old man. Because I want to know. Because I'm pretty sure he shot the police officer. Now, that I don't understand because if when I shoot at the police officer, them people going to gun us down. Without a second thought. So this happened in Newton, New Jersey. It's crazy because the sister is now filing a lawsuit in the NAACP and some other black leaders there in Newton, New Jersey, are definitely calling it what it is. It was a racial motivating killing of Mr. Dale because you just had the same situation with a white man who shot at you. This man didn't shoot at you. His family knows that he had PTSD, and it was the 4th of July. So of course, there's a lot of fireworks going off. So we don't know what his mindset was at that time. We don't know. We don't have PTSD, so we can't say what he was, what triggered or what snapped in his head. But at the end of the day, he never once fighted the officers. He never once fighted the officers. He never once pointed his gun at the officers. He just had the gun in his possession. So you probably say, Mr. C, how do you define the two? What are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to try to unarm him? Are they supposed to shoot? Well, do the same thing you did with Mr. Green. You let Mr. Green attempt to not let your ass go home. This man ain't trying to attempt to not let you go home. So there's a difference when it comes to the way they look at us and the way they look at others. And this is not about me trying to use racism as a tool to get this message across. Well, let me stop lying. It is about that. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. This motherfucking about that ain't no secret, ain't no ifs and buts about it. If you don't think it's about that, then something's wrong with you. Not me. The average black person here in America now fear being pulled over by the police. Because you don't know what is on his mind that day. Is he looking to have target practice? Is he trying to make a name for himself? I mean, we don't know what to do. We don't know who to trust with those uniforms and that badge on. It's sad, people. It's sad because we have people that don't understand how serious this matter is, been, and will continue to be in this country. Now, I don't know if someone's going to be offended by this. Frankly, I don't care. Because this is the real. That's what we do here. That's what we do on Part 24. We give you the real. We tell you how it is. We tell you the truth. Well, ain't no use to sugarcoating shit. So I ask all the time. I continue to ask. I want to know what you guys feel about the way police handle blacks compared to whites. I want you guys to comment on that and let me know what you think about that. I want you to give me your feedback and just leave your comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. Because young black men are truly, or young or black men altogether are truly an endangered species. We are truly an endangered species for the simple fact, as we walk out the door in the morning, in the evening to leave our house, walking, driving, running, don't matter. We don't know when one of these officers is going to feel like it is time to take your life. And no matter how much respect you try to give them, no matter how much respect you try to show them, and you follow what they say, you follow the directives of that officer or those officers, and they still want to be aggressive, they still want to be disrespectful, they still want to racially profile you because it's in their nature. See, I said in my last podcast, I'll say it again, racism is not born into any child. That is something that is taught and bred. It is a cancer. If you put it out there, it's going to spread. And that's what racism is. But these officers, some of these officers that's doing this, man, I don't know what is going on in their head. I don't even think the police cam is as good as they say it is. Look at the little girl and her mom that they wrestled down and tackled down when he took off the police cam to do all this dirt. If the girl didn't catch it on camera, it would have been something really serious. We talk about racially profiling. Little girl walking down the street ain't doing nothing. She just walking down the street thinking, and he wants to just aggravate her and antagonize her. And it turned to one thing to another where he tackled her to the ground. And then the mama tried to get him to unloose the handcuffs on the little girl, and they tackled her to the ground. It was a whole fiasco. And don't make me talk about them Uncle Tom ass niggas who's on the force with them. Because if you can sit by and let the officer do this, knowing that it's wrong, then why are you wearing the badge? Because you're just as guilty as he is, or she is. It is so much that's going on in this world today that you have to be, or you have to fear walking down the street, coming out of a store, pumping gas. That's what it is. So this is a topic that we're probably going to discuss every night. We're going to talk about this. And again, I want you guys' input on this. Tell me what you're thinking about racial profiling between blacks and whites when it comes to law enforcement. And again, we're going to talk about some more about that in the days and weeks to come. Don't forget, I'm going on my cruise next week. I leave on September 4th, and I will be doing a live show off the cruise ship to give you guys some insight on how the cruise ships are operating now after the pandemic and the resale. So now that they're selling again, want to see how everything is going down on the cruise. I will be on the ship, the Mardi Gras. It's a new one, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to definitely go live and share that with you guys as well. Let you experience it with me on board as well. Moving on to some more national news, I want to talk about. Oh, this is a good one right here. You guys are going to love this one. I want to talk about Dylann Roof. I think I said his name right. I may have said it wrong, which I don't care. But I think his name is Dylann, Dyllann. I think that's his name. It's country ass name, so I'm probably not pronouncing it right. But Dylann Roof, back in 2000, I want to say 2015. Let me look at my notes here. Give me a second. Let me make sure I'm right. I want to say 2000. No. I may have the year wrong, but I want to say 2013 or 14. Dylann Roof was the young white kid up in Charleston, South Carolina. Y'all might remember this. Who went into the church and he shot and killed some people that was having Bible study. Y'all remember that? The little kid that the motherfucker, the police arrested, and they took him to Burger King and bought him a Whopper and some fries. You remember him? Yeah, him. This little motherfucker I'm talking about right now. Dylann Roof, Dylann Storm Roof is what the name that they have for him. But what I want to talk about this kid is who is 21 now, I believe. I think he's like 21 now. But this is a psycho kid that went into the church and shot at people, as I said before. Well, he was sentenced to death. He was sentenced to death, and rightfully so. Now, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite here because I don't believe in the death penalty. I just don't. I don't think no one has a right to take a life. I don't care if it's the United States of America or the United States of bullshit. No one has the right to take nobody's life. But this kid murdered these people out of racism. Just went in the church and started shooting people. I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. But he did. But to make a long story short on this subject, because I don't want to spend too much time getting him any accolades or any energy for what he did. But anyway, He was the first person in the U.S. to be sentenced to death because of a hate crime. And that was in 2017. He got sentenced to death. The first person to be sentenced in the U.S. To be sentenced to death from a hate crime. Now, the thing is, the reason why this was so crazy was they filed an appeal to have this kid institutionalized. His attorneys, what they said was, and I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read a little bit to you. I'm not gonna spend a lot on this subject right here. Like I said, I don't want to give him the glory or give him the energy behind what he did. But anyway, it said that an anonymous 3-judge panel of the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond, Virginia, has rejected the argument that this young man. Let me rephrase that because I want to read you what they put. This young white man should have been ruled incompetent. This is what his lawyer argued, that he was incompetent to stand trial. BS. I don't even know why his lawyer even tried that shit. How he incompetent when you had sense enough to load a gun, walk your ass in the church, and kill these people? I don't understand how you think that he was incompetent. I don't know if I know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Ain't no secret. The man knew what he was doing. Now, if you disagree with me, you tell me, nah, Charles, he was young. Yeah, Mr. C, he could have been too young to do it. He could have been, I don't want to hear none of that. I do want your opinion. I want you guys to voice your opinion. This is a show. This is your voice. So I want you to tell me, do you think he was incompetent when he did this? Hell no. This kid knew what the hell he was doing. He did it intentionally. He knew what he was doing. He went there shot up people, killing people, and thought it was going to be okay. My thing is this. Y'all took that motherfucker to Burger King and bought him a Whopper. I wanted y'all to get cheese on that Whopper and have it cut in half. You motherfuckers that took in the Burger King and bought that Whopper, y'all should have been arrested too. I don't know what the charge would have been, but they should have found one and gave it to y'all stupid asses. He just murdered all these damn people, and you gonna take him to Burger King for a treat. Should have got him a goddamn kids meal, but he could have got the damn prize too. But that's Charleston, South Carolina for you. Hell, that's South Carolina, period. That's South Carolina, period. So I don't think we should expect anything different from them. They probably won't have a few laughs about what he did, had a few drinks, celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Probably members of the Klan. Ain't no secret. We know they still exist. Right now, they wear suits and uniforms. So, yeah. The court has ruled anonymously that his ass was competent to stand trial, and the death penalty is upheld. So he will be put to death for what he did. And killing 9 people is just wrong in every aspect of the way. So I have no quarrel with what the courts are doing. So that's a good one. That deserves a hand up by the courts. His ass need to be punished for what he did. So he's definitely going to get that. Now I want to get into some local news. Also, I don't know if you guys heard. Please check on your family. This happened early this morning, because right now it's like 10:20 in the evening. But this happened early this morning. A man was struck. This Duval. For those who are in Duval, Jacksonville area, a man was struck and left for dead over MLK Parkway and Myrtle Avenue. The Highway Patrol said. I'm going to read you a little bit of this here. That's for you guys. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not. This happened earlier this morning. I think somewhere around 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:30, somewhere a.m. But FHP said the debris was found at the scene that indicated they were looking for a 2015 to 2021 white Charger. It said, once again, it said debris was found at the scene that indicates that they're looking for a 2015 to 2021 white Challenger. I apologize. Challenger, white Challenger, not Charger, white Challenger. And that it is missing its right mirror mount. So that means the mount that the mirror sits on is going off the car. And the right front windshield is alleged to be cracked as well. All I got to say to that is, bad boys, what you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? Are they going to get you? They know the color of your car. They know the make. Yeah, you're in trouble. Why you hit this motherfucking man and left him dead? I don't know, but it said that they definitely hot on their trail. So in my Martin Lawrence voice, bad boys, what you gonna do? Cause they coming. You don't think they coming? They coming. Okay. I don't know if you part of my listening audience out there and you watch this, but they coming. That's all I can tell you. Duval, how y'all doing? Check this shit out. I want to talk some more about Duval. So I got now this right here. Before I get into this is some real interesting news that I want to share with you guys. I want to share this with Duval altogether because I'm gonna do this in a few seconds because it is definitely something that I think it should get out to the people. The people should know about. You should know what's going on in and around Duval. I'm also looking to get some news about my hometown, Miami, Opelika, Liberty City, Overtown. See what's going on down there because it's been a while since I've been home. So I definitely want to get some insight on some stuff that's going down there in South Florida so I can share that with you guys as well. I'm hoping to get someone down there to join me, probably join me on a live to discuss that. Speaking of joining me, I'm going to have some people joining me in the weeks to come to talk some things with you guys, to talk some knowledge with you guys, to share some insight with you guys, to share their stories. Because we're just going to be, this is going to be a broad opening of everything, every discussion. So we're going to discuss it all. That's why this channel is not made for children. It's not for children. So that's why I have it labeled not for children. Because we're going to be discussing some things that will be inappropriate to children and maybe just like by some of my watchers. But anywhere it goes, we're going to discuss some things that's going to be, relationship status, all kind of stuff. It's coming. It's coming as I'm preparing. I'm talking to people. I'm getting people that want to sit down and do an interview, want to join me on a live that I'm going to be doing that with as well. So definitely look forward to that, to doing that there. Be adding somebody to my live and getting this thing heated up here in the pod. It is now 39 minutes into the show. 39 minutes into the show. And before I get into this topic right here, I want to jump into sports for a second. I want to know who was excited about football season being back. So I know tonight they had I believe they had a couple of Jamboree games or a couple of football games tonight. Give me some updates on here in Duval, some of the schools that played Reebok, Reigns, Ed White, all those schools. Let me know what some of those scores was. I want to know who won tonight, who lost tonight. I know down in the 305 they getting it in, so I want to know what's going on with Jackson, Northwestern, Carol City, and my alma mater, North Miami, as well as MacArthur. I know they all got football teams now, so definitely excited about high school football being back in full effect as well. Also, college football starts in a week. A week. Florida State, Notre Dame. We're going to kick it in, baby. We're going to go gridiron, and gridiron is going down next weekend with FSU opening their season up at Bobby Bowden Stadium, Doak Cameron home. So it's going down. I know I got a lot of FSU haters, a lot of UM fans, a lot of Gator fans that hate, but the season is here. So football season is back. Let's just enjoy it. Let's talk shit and enjoy it and keep it moving. My Miami Dolphins looking good. They're gonna kick off the season in a couple of weeks as well. So, hey, listen, does anybody got anybody that's doing a fantasy football league that's looking for more players to enter? Hit me up. Let me know. I wouldn't mind playing. Tell them they hit me up in my inbox on Facebook, or they can email. My email is in my in the link below as well. Let me know what's going on with that right there. I want to know what you guys think about it though. What do you guys think about football season being back? I mean, I know, you know what I like? I like those ladies that is into sports. That shit is so cool when the ladies been into sports. Like, that's really, really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? And man, let me tell you, I just like talking shit to them. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody says it's all about the Jags. Now, I don't know who this individual is, but they say it's all about the Jags. I just want you to know that the Dolphins are going to kick the Jags' ass in London. So you're going to get your ass beat over in London and be having some tea. Okay? You're going to have some tea. You're going to have a cup. You're going to have brunch as the Dolphins kick the Jaguars' ass over in London. Now, we're going to do that there. Ain't no secret about that there. I know y'all love y'all Jaguars up here, so I ain't gonna stick too much on sport because I don't have a lot of information on it. I know that Jameis Winston won the starting job, and for the Saints, congratulations to him. Big shout out to him. I know that the Dolphins are ready. Tua Tagovailoa is ready to get going. I know Trevor Lawrence has got the starting job here in Jacksonville. You know, I want y'all to do, Jaguar fans. Listen, I want y'all to do something for me. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I want y'all to take the original, now the real, not from the movie, Remember the Titans, not that guy, but I want y'all to take, y'all can take that guy too, actually, really. But I want y'all to take Ronnie Bass, look him up, Google him, a young Ronnie Bass, and put him next to Trevor Lawrence. Or you can take the guy from the movie Remember the Titans that played Ronnie Bass. Them motherfuckers look identical. They look alike. That's why I call Trevor Lawrence Sunshine, California. Because that's how he looks just like that guy. He looked like Ronnie Bass. Now, Ronnie Bass sucked in college. I would say that because Ronnie Bass played at USC, University of South Carolina. And Trevor Lawrence played at, as we know, Clemson. So rivalries. But Ronnie Bass sucked in college. He was a beast in high school up in Virginia. But he sucked in college. Yeah, y'all do that there. Let me know do y'all think they look like twins or what. But I want to move on now. It's 43 minutes into the show. We got about 17 minutes left. So we're going to talk about some stuff that I know you guys didn't know that I want to share this information with Jacksonville. We're going to talk about restaurants. I want y'all to mold on that for a second because you probably wonder where I'm going with this. You probably wonder Mr. C, what are you talking about restaurants for? What's the big deal about restaurants? Well, I told y'all I'm going to bring y'all the gossip, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to get it all. You're going to get the real shit because this is your show. This is your voice. So I want you to know what's going on. And when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you're probably going to want to eat at some of these places. You know what I'm saying? So this is some deep shit for to come up right now. So there have been a couple of restaurants. No, let me rephrase that. A few restaurants that have been shut down for being nasty as fuck. There is no other way to define the word. There's no way to sugarcoat it. And I know some people don't want to hear me curse, But I'll tell you get blood raw here. But they was nasty as hell. When I tell you them nasty as hell, I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to break it down. These main 3 restaurants that that I got this information about, and this is real information. This is no secret. This is no fabricated lies or anything like that. This is the real shit. This ain't no gossip. So these restaurants were so nasty. They had rodents, flies, and roaches. Yes, you heard me right. They had roaches, flies, and rodents. Now, those of you who are not bright enough to understand what rodents are, we're talking about rats. Rats. I know y'all know what rats are. So we're talking about rats. Okay? So 2 of these restaurants has a history. 2 of these restaurants I'm talking about has a history of being shut down here in Duval. Like these people, these motherfuckers been shut down a couple of times. Not one time, not 2 times. A couple of times. They've been shut down. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? So my question is, why the fuck they're allowed to be reopened? They've been shut down so many times. Well, the answer is money. We all know that. So we're gonna talk about a couple of these restaurants. I'm gonna tell you what what was found in the restaurants. I don't have the grades on these restaurants, but from what I read, from what I found out, from what I researched, it can be none but an F from what I've read and discovered. First restaurant, a lot of you may know of it, is LaPolla over on Beach Boulevard. LaPolla, I think I'm saying it right. Over on Beach Boulevard here in Jacksonville. Now, they received their first shutdown this week. Why? Because the inspectors found 19 violations on the 16th of this month. 19 violations at this restaurant on the 16th of August. Now, check this out. I'm gonna tell you what these violations was in this nasty ass restaurant. I would never eat them. Never, ever, ever eat them. Well, they were cited for 122. They were cited for 122 live flies. 122 live flies. Now, what puzzles me is what motherfucker counted all these flies. But if they counted 122 flies, you know some motherfucker was in your food. In your burrito, in your taco, in your guacamole. It was there. One of them motherfuckers was in your food. 122 live they found. What a motherfucker they did find. What about the ones they ain't find? 122 live flies in a restaurant? Why the hell they open? But that's not all. This same restaurant, that was found in the kitchen. But in the food prep area, in the food storage area, not 2 different places, the food prep area, where they prep your food at, in the food storage area, where they stir your food at, where they store the food at. This is what they found. This is so fucking sad. They found 9 roaches. 9 roaches. And they found 4 rodent droppings. Now, again, I told you what a rodent was. So, excuse my French. Don't excuse my French. But let me tell you what this rodent dropping is. It's rat shit. Yeah, rat shit. That was LaPolla over on Beach Boulevard. Yeah, I'm gonna suppose these motherfuckers tell you exactly where they at. Yeah, that nasty place. Don't eat them. Now, before I get to this here's a favor. I don't want to talk about that one yet. I'm gonna skip on over to uh, Chopper's Bar over on Main Street. Chopper's Bar and Grill over on Main Street. They were shut down last Wednesday after the inspectors said they found this. This is Chopper's Bar and Grill over on Main Street. 102 rodent droppings in the food staging area. Rat shit means there's rats in the area where they're staging your food. Now I don't understand. I hope you understand what I'm telling you, people here, that these people are nasty. 102 rodent droppings in the food staging area. Now that's not all. They found 30 live flies in the kitchen as well. They found 30 live flies in the kitchen as well. Now this was the top. Now this is the top. This is the, how you say it? This is the topping on the cake. The icing items, mussels, clams, and oysters. None had a label on it with a use by date. A use by date is what it tells you when to use that item by. Neither one of them had that, which is very sad. On top of that, this popular eating place was very popular, had 20 violations, 3 of which was 30 live flies and Clark's fish can. 30 live flies, 9 roaches, and 9 rodent droppings. Now, a lot of people are going to be upset about talking about Clark's fish count. I don't care, because I know a lot of my friends eat from there. So I hope that this will change your mind by eating from there, because to me, they're nasty. So I don't want to eat from somewhere that's nasty. Now, these are 3 that I got so far. I'm going to get some more in the days and weeks to come that I'm going to share with you guys as well. But this is LaPolla on Beach Boulevard, Clark's Fish Camp in Clay County, and Chopper's Bar and Grill on Main Street. These are the 3 that I found. I got some R. Kelly news with you guys. I'm going to hold off because I'm still following the R. Kelly case very closely and see what's going on with that. So I'm going to definitely hold off on that and bring that to you probably Sunday night when I do my next podcast. I'm going to bring that to you. Please keep in mind that you can also hear me on Spotify, on Anchor Radio on Spotify. I'm going to be doing a voice podcast there so you guys can ride along and listen to it without having to watch this video. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope I gave you some great information. I hope I shared some information with you. Again, I want you to like and comment on the video. Please share the video as well to your friends and family. And please give me your input for, as I said, football season. How do you are you enjoying it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for some football? I want to know what you think about racial profiling for the police between whites and blacks. What do you think about the young man that killed the people in South Carolina? Do you think he should have been found incompetent of standing trial? What do you think? Give me your opinion on that. Please share me your opinion, your input on these topics. Also, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section. Leave me a comment on what you would like to hear me talk about, what you would like to hear on the show. I want to make the show more vibrant, or more open to other people as well. So let me know what you want to hear. My name is Mr. C. I'm your host of Pod 24, Dust Sauce, where I bring you all the great news around town and around this country. Hope you guys continue to aim high Reach for the stars, but always aim for that moon. I want you guys to be blessed, be safe, wear your mask, get vaccinated. It's worth it, people. Please do not get caught slipping without that vaccination. Get it, be safe, be blessed, and remember, peace, love, and happiness. Always. Nothing but positive vibes this way. Hope to hear from you guys. Have a blessed and wonderful evening.